Leonor's deadline. The date she must decide. A calendar page turns in a silent room. Ink dates. Margins crowded with obligations that do not ask permission. Outside, the palace stands unchanged, stone holding time still, even as time presses inward. This is not urgency as panic. It is urgency as structure. The kind that exists whether acknowledged or not. For Princess Leonor, time is not a personal companion. It is constitutional architecture, every year marked not by birthdays, but by thresholds. Moments when the institution requires an answer, not emotion, not inclination, but alignment. In monarchies, delay is never neutral. It signals either preparation, or hesitation. And the system is trained to tell the difference. Within these walls, deadlines are rarely announced. They are felt in schedules tightening, in options narrowing, in the subtle shift from observation to expectation. This is the living thread of continuity. By the second minute, the misunderstanding settles in. Many believe a future sovereign chooses when to step forward. In truth, history sets the pace. The individual merely keeps up, or falls behind. Spain's constitutional framework does not rush. But it does not wait forever either. Succession is governed by law, ceremony, and precedent, not readiness in the modern sense. National identity is woven into these rituals because they replace uncertainty with rhythm. And rhythm must be maintained. By minute 5, the words return, heavier now. Not because of scandal, not because of pressure from within the family, but because institutions cannot drift indefinitely between phases. They must move, even if the movement is quiet. There is something deliberately unspoken here. By minute 8, the silence grows noticeable. A date that is never emphasized publicly. A decision framed as natural progression, yet bounded by expectation. What is not said matters more than what is announced. This is how monarchies preserve control. By letting inevitability do the work. Across the Atlantic, observers read this restraint as maturity. In the United States, continuity is interpreted as stability, reassurance that the institution understands its timing. In the United Kingdom, history sharpens perception. Deadlines left unanswered have consequences they know too well. Canada and Australia read patience as discipline, a system functioning as designed. Germany sees something colder, but familiar, a structure where symbolism must keep pace with modern scrutiny. By the midpoint, a strain emerges, not dramatic, but structural. A monarchy preparing its future while operating in a world that demands clarity faster than tradition prefers to give it. Here lies the tension. Governance requires predictability, but legitimacy demands patience. This is where time becomes pressure. At minute 14, the point of no return is no longer theoretical. The calendar does not stop. Public roles accumulate. Expectations solidify. At a certain moment, not deciding becomes indistinguishable from deciding. And the institution takes note. By minute 19, a future risk begins to form, not imminent, but inevitable if mismanaged. A gap between public perception and constitutional reality. A space where speculation could grow if the system fails to signal purpose. That is what the deadline is truly guarding against. Not rebellion, not reluctance, but drift. Because drift erodes authority faster than confrontation ever could. And in the final moments, the phrase returns once more, not urgent, not dramatic, simply factual. The palace remains steady. The institution waits, but not endlessly. History stands close now, watching the clock with the patience of something that always gets its answer in the end.